All right, next item is the approval of a contract for photography. Who's going to speak on this?
Okay, RB entered into a 3-year contract with Stuart Roger Photography. In mid-January, received an email from them notifying us that their business motto is changing and that they will no longer be able to service RB. Per the agreement that we had, they only had to give us 60 days notification to terminate the contract with us. So that pretty much triggered the district to look at the next vendors that were out there. We did interview a couple vendors, Life Touch and Visual Image Photography, and it was a pool of people here that were in on these meetings, looked at the quality, looked at the things that RB would need as far as our IDs, our registration to get the pictures taken, senior portraits, underclass portraits. So there was a variety of things that we looked at when looking at these vendors to make a determination. Prices on the determination of these packages, they varied. They could range anywhere from $10 all the way up to $300, depending on the package that parents would pick, but they were very comparable. The big difference was the signing bonus that Life Touch is offering versus Visual Image Photography not offering anything, and the cost difference with renting a ID machine and also paying for additional IDs would be significant to the district, which is why I'm recommending Life Touch to be our photography vendor.
Does the district spend any money on this contract?
The district will not spend any money on this contract.
Have you added the contract to the board book?
The contract has been added to the board book
I didn't
as
have
it
time
stands
to
right
see
now.
Yeah, I didn't have a
Our
chance.
attorney
So-
needs some time to finalize some things, so
This is
it was vote on with substantially approving with final authorization by the attorney, or final approval with the attorney's modifications.
Don't we have to be presented an agreement before we vote on it?
Do we have a deadline for this?
Would it-
Well, this one would be a pretty high priority as we need to
Well,
try
I know,
to.
but I mean, could we do it
Could
the
we do it
first
the next
meeting in
meeting?
April?
I'd have to check on that, to be honest.
Scott's aware that we shouldn't be presenting an approval for a contract
Without
without
the
having the
agreement.
contract in there.
We didn't get it sent to us again until 2 o'clock, almost 2:30 today. I didn't have time.
All right.
We have another meeting in March, don't we?
We do not.
Because the spring break is the 4th, third Tuesday.
One thing that we can do with the agreement, I did speak with Nikki briefly because of the question submitted, and Scott going for, there was some concern about not being over the 10,000, and we clarified that. So my thought would be to the board, we approve only a 1-year agreement with the recommendation, and that we work out the language with the attorney, and then if there's something that we need to bring to the board in April, we can do that. If I can prolong it till April, I will.
I can live with that.
If not, we should only agree to a 1-year agreement. If that costs us our signing bonus or portion of our signing bonus.
Any concerns over here on this side of the room?
What is our signing bonus?
$2,500.
$2,500.
And there's no cost to the student ID card?
No. They will give us the ID machine and the IDs.
I mean, I don't wanna hold it up, it sounds like a good deal, but it's just
And the time
comfortable.
criticalness is for what purpose? Why is it time
For
critical?
scheduling with registration, making sure that they have availability.
So the services we get,
Registered in the summer.
so the services we get is that they come and they set up for people to take senior portraits and take the ID photos at registration. So the longer we wait, they could be booked up for those days.
And then I won't be able to get the information out to the students and the parents.
We won't send information out.
And what's the normal time frame for that? Then the students need to take their IDs,
In the
photos
summer.
and things like that? What is that?
That's
It's in July,
It's
isn't
in
it?
July.
July.
3 days.
It occurs in the summer. I don't know how far out they schedule it.
I believe it's the 12th, the 20th, and the 24th.
Well, here's the struggle I have with it. Board policy, law says you have to give us an agreement before we can vote on it. And, you know, if it came yesterday, I would have had time to look at it, we all would have, but it didn't come till late this afternoon. So, I don't know if the board should approve a resolution for an agreement that none of us had a time to look at, whether we would read it or not.
Yeah, I-
So, what if we do this? What if you tell them you've recommended it, we'll do it without voting and say, as long as the attorneys approve the agreement or work it out, the board will support this, but we can't vote on it until next week, and
I think that's a good
they
idea,
could
too.
schedule it.
Till April.
Yeah.
You know, tell them.
I'll handle that. We can work with, I'll work with Scott to
I mean,
get through
give
that.
them a good, strong weight.
I got you.
And from a standpoint of cost to the parents and cost to the students for photos, they're all similar costs?
Yes. It's just,
Similar to
Stuart
our
Rogers?
existing contract?
they're very similar.
And what about compared to the Rogers contract?
That's what I was
Still very similar.
Okay, good.
Rogers had a bigger signing bonus.
Tim, thank you for keeping us on our policy. We get mad at ourselves for floating away, but I think it's a wise decision.
All right, any other concerns, questions? All right, we'll hold it off until the next board meeting,
We're gonna do we'll do the same with the Pitney Bowes.
okay?
So that contract was added today, it's being finally reviewed.
I'm sure it's a
Again,
no-brainer, but
well, the confusion with that one, I think for Scott, was that it's under 4:60, the board, if it's a budgeted item, so it is a budgeted item, it's an annual item that we pay, but I told him for signing the new contract, the board should see the contract.
Is the
So-
speed of that third, not the Pitney
Neo
Bowes, is it
Bowes?
similar to the two Pitney Bowes?
It says up to 110. You can put it on different settings
Okay.
to go from 70, 90,
Because the other one you
or
compare the speed
110.
and that one.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
And I'm not an expert
Postage
by
meter.
any means in postage meter machines, but
350.
Now's your chance.
See? All right, so we're gonna hold off on the
Both
photography and postage
Yeah.
meter till legal has a chance to review it. and
Correct.
Come back.